everyone, and welcome to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. My name is Jen. Hi! I want to thank you for tuning in today, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe at the end. Today we are going to review the Ziip Beauty device. This is a gold rim device that delivers the benefits of an electrical nanocurrent facial in the comfort of your own home. Isn't it pretty? Looks just like a computer mouse, but a little bit more sophisticated. So Ziip was created by electrical esthetician Melanie Simon. She spent 10 years creating the Ziip with engineers, electrical engineers, scientists, researchers, medical doctors, to bring the results of her facials directly to your home. Now, I believe Melanie charges like $500 for one of her special electrical, custom electrical facials, and I believe it's like 2 hours. So you get to bring her home with you if you purchase a Ziip. Woohoo! So when the Ziip is used regularly, this tool can prevent and reverse the signs of aging. It can decrease onset acne, smooth the eye area, promote supple glowing skin, and it can also help treat hyperpigmentation. Now, I love this device. I've been using it for 90 days. Before I purchased it, I was trying to research this thing for over a year. And there's hardly any information about it. Even when you go onto Ziip's website, there's not really a whole lot of information on it. So I've watched a couple of videos of people doing treatments and their opinion on it. So today I wanted to share with you my results and what I think of this device. Now, I do not have before and afters. If you follow me on Instagram, I did post what I could compare for the results of my 11s here between this area right here, which is called the 11s. It's between the brows. I've had a 90% improvement there, and I've also had I would say probably around 85% improvement in my lines that are right here around my mouth. I call them smile lines. They've really plumped up, and also my skin has firmed up quite a bit. And I noticed like my jawline is looking a little bit more defined, but another area that was really bothering me that I had significant improvement in was this area. I was noticing that when I would stretch my neck, it would look like all ripply and kind of like wrinkly. So when I started using the Ziip, it started to get better, and then after 90 days, it's like 85% better, and I'm totally happy with that, and I look forward to seeing what more results I can get with continued use of the Ziip. So let's talk a little bit about what this can do for you and the programs that you can use with the Ziip. So Ziip comes pre-programmed with the Energized program. Now, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, there are 6 more programs in that app. So they did design an app for iPhone and iPad, which I'm going to show it to you on my iPad. They are currently working on one for Android. They don't have one just yet. So this is what the app looks like. And it is the coolest thing ever, because what you do is you pick a treatment that you want to do, and you press start this treatment. Well, you got to make sure the device is on, and right here is the power button. You turn the device on and you press start this treatment, and then it says send this treatment. So you press send it, and it's sending it to my Ziip via Bluetooth. Isn't that like the coolest thing ever? So there are 7 other programs in here, and you already have one of them pre-programmed in your Ziip device, which is the Energized program. So the Energized program, I'll read you the description. The optimal treatment created for all skin types. This 12-minute rejuvenating and preventative program is an all-encompassing treatment that firms, tightens, and brightens the skin while simultaneously preventing further damage. Now, this is a really good program. I do the Energized program 2 to 3 days a week. We also have the Sensitive Energized program, which this is the same program as the Energized program, but it's designed for people with sensitive skin. I've used this program on myself when my skin is feeling a little bit sensitive, and I really love it too. So you can use it too. Next, we have the Instant Gratification. Now, this does exactly what it says. It gives you instant gratification. Instant gratification provides an immediate lift and glow within 30 minutes. Perfect for a red carpet event, a wedding, or any important night. This quick pick-me-up plumps skin by elevating blood circulation, leaving it noticeably revitalized, fresh, and lifted. Next, we have the Vital Eyes program. Now, this is a 2 to 4 minute treatment that is designed to decrease puffiness, fine lines, dark circles around the eyes. I really like this program too. I do this in between my Energized treatments. So like I'll do an Energized treatment on Monday, and then Tuesday I'll do the Vital Eyes program around my eyes. But I also I do something special because right here between my eyebrows, the 11s is a concern for me. So when I use the Vital Eyes treatment, I do something extra is I program the Ziip for the Vital Eyes, and I sit there and I hold it right there between my brows the whole entire time. Now, it is a 4-minute program, and what you just do is you just relax. I lay back in bed with it, and you can see like it's perfectly fit right there. And then every once in a while, I'll move it up slowly just to kind of treat that area. And you just hold it there. And after you're done with this treatment, the next day, I do it at night. So it takes about like 30 minutes for it to come, like before you notice something with this program. But the next day in the morning when I wake up, my 11s they're completely gone. And it lasts the whole entire day, but I do this treatment like 2 times a week, and I have noticed that in between my brows, the lines are almost completely gone. And this is the only thing that I'm doing besides, my topical skincare. I'm not doing microneedling. I don't do Botox. I don't do any of that. I have just been using this for 90 days, twice a week, holding it there in between my brows. It works. All right, so next we have a program called Total Clearing, and Total Clearing treats acne. This is an 8-minute treatment that is targeted for skin suffering the effects of onset acne. You know it is working when you feel a slight tingling sensation on blemishes. Yes, I have had a few breakouts, and I've used the Total Clearing program on them. Got rid of them the next day. Gotta love that. Next, we have the pigment treatment, and this is for hyperpigmentation. I'll read you the description. Sometimes in the skin, melanin production, this is what creates the color in the skin, goes into overdrive, leaving you with patches of pigment, typically around your mouth, cheekbones, and above your brows. This treatment helps to suppress the overactive production and will help to keep your skin tone consistent. For best results, do this treatment every other day. Once your pigment improves, do once per week as a preventative treatment. I haven't tried this treatment because I don't have hyperpigmentation right now, but you never know. And then next we have the men's treatment. Now this is a 2-minute treatment that's targeted towards men. They do it twice a week on an ongoing basis, and it will eradicate dark circles under the eyes. It'll tighten the pores and minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles in men. Now, each one of these, when you press it, there is a video and it demonstrates on how to use the Ziip. And you can watch it during your treatment. And these are also found on YouTube as well. So this little guy, when I first tried it, I fell in love because I look like I just had gotten a facial. My skin looks so radiant and I became addicted to it. So I made sure that within the 90 days that I used it 6 days a week. So Sunday, I'd start off, I do an Energized treatment. Monday, I do the Vitalize treatment around my eyes. And then I would also do another treatment in between my brows. And then, the next day I would do Energized program. And then the following day I would do the Vitalize and treat my brows. And then on Saturdays, I do the Instant Gratification program because I want my skin to look good for date night. I want to get my cheekbones on. Another thing that you can use the Vitalize program for, which if you've done any research on this on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen the video, but you can also use it as a lip plumping treatment. And there is a video for that, so search it. It's really good. It keeps your lips really nice and plump for about 8 hours. Now, you're probably wondering if this will work for your skin. And the beauty about electricity is that it works for any type of skin. And also electricity can penetrate just below the surface of your skin and literally get to the root problem. Now, the Ziip, when you get it, it comes like this. Mine was charged when I received it. I actually, with using this 6 days a week, I only charge it like every 3 weeks, which is great. It comes with a charger that looks like this, and it has a fold-out plug, and it's like a little USB port here in the end, and you just plug this little guy in here like so. Now, when the Ziip needs to be charged, I'll turn it on really quick, and you're going to see a blinking orange light. I think it's coming from here. No, you can't really see it because my lighting's not very good today. Sorry about that, by the way. The weather's not that great here today. All right, so when it needs to be charged, there will be a little orange light that will pop up on here. And when that pops up, you're still good to go throughout your treatment, but after your treatment, you're gonna wanna charge it. It doesn't take very long to charge. So you get the Ziip, you get 1 full bottle of the golden conductive gel, which is 80 milliliters, 2.7 ounces. I'll go over the gel in just a minute. And you get it comes in this really pretty, nice, fancy box. It comes in, you get a cleaning cloth because you want to make sure that you keep your probes clean, and you always want to use something that's really soft that's not going to scratch them. You get a couple of cards. You get one that tells you about the app, and then you get the Energized treatment card. It tells you all the areas that you can treat the face. And then you get just some little instructions, a user manual. And then they give you a travel pouch right here. It's this little like baggie, and then it's lined with bubble wrap. So you can just pop the Ziip in there when you travel, and it'll keep it nice and protected if you wanted to travel with it. I haven't traveled with mine yet, so I don't know if I want to because it's kind of pricey, and if it gets lost or taken away, I wouldn't be too happy about that. Okay, so the golden conductive gel, I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat, it's not very clean, but it does have some effective ingredients in it, and I really like this gel. It feels really good on the skin. And when you're done with your Ziip treatment and you wipe off your face and wash it, your skin really has like this really cool tingly feeling, and it feels really good. With this and the Ziip, you definitely feel like you just had a facial. So we have in here, we have 24 karat gold, which is good for circulation and it's anti-aging. We have synthetic snail cone or cone snail venom, which is packed with peptides that helps smooth out wrinkles. We have additional peptides and hyaluronic acid, and we have hyaluronic acid, and y'all know how much I love my hyaluronic acid and peptides. Now, the golden gel, it provides intense hydration and anti-inflammatory and anti-aging benefits. Now, let's talk about the price. So Ziip is $4.95, and you do get one full bottle of the conductive gel when you get it. I got this before Christmas, so there was a lot of sales going on, and I bought it from a website because when I was looking for this, I was looking for a website that would have a really good return policy if I didn't like it. Something that was, at least 30 days. And the one that I found was beglowing.com. I purchased it from Be Glowing. They had a really big sale and sent me a 20% off coupon. So I used the coupon. I got free shipping. And since they're not in California, I had no tax. So I got $100 off of this. You can't beat it. So there you go. I have that. Now, I would say with the Ziip, I highly recommend that you use the conductive gel. It feels amazing on the skin. Like I said, it's really not that clean, but you're only using it for the treatment. So, I mean, you're gonna wipe it off when you're done with the treatment. So I'm not really too worried about it because pretty much everything that I use on my skin is clean. I do, use a few makeup products that are conventional, but not really anymore. But, every once in a while I do. And with the benefits that this has given my skin, I don't mind it. Now, with the conductive gel, it is an investment too. So the conductive gel runs $129 that's 80 milliliters, 2.7 ounces. So it's an investment. Now, that's my only complaint about the Ziip. I love everything else about the Ziip. It's a remarkable little tool, and I highly recommend it, but it is an investment. Now, people were complaining that they needed something cheaper. And so Ziip Beauty came out with a monthly subscription for the Golden Conductive Gel. It's $39 a month. It's a 1-year commitment. And they say that you get unlimited gel, but you don't. You're allowed 1 bottle a month. Okay? It's not a bad deal. So, a month into me using my Ziip, I was about halfway through the bottle and I was like, kind of freaking out. I don't want to know if I want to spend that $129, so I signed up for the monthly subscription program. It's been great so far. When I need a new bottle, I just send them an email and they get it to me in about 3 to 4 business days. That's my only complaint about the Ziip. I love everything else about it. I've used the new face as well. So for me, the new face is it's a great tool as well. But if you're looking for more of that lift, then the new face is for you. I wanted something that wasn't not only going to lift my skin, but I wanted something that was going to give me radiance into my skin. I wanted it to treat my fine lines and wrinkles, work in here between the brows, because that was a huge concern for me. Now, with the new face, they do have that L attachment that you can use around your mouth and your eyes and in between your brows, but I did it for the recommended time and I didn't notice anything. It's a great tool. if you want instant lift, NuFace is for you. I'm not knocking it at all, but it just didn't work for me. And the other reason why it didn't work for me is after a period of time, I'd use it, I'd get really bad migraines. Even in the lowest setting, which I can use it on the full setting, but when I'd use it, especially like up in here, it would really make things really tense. And so like afterwards I'd have like a migraine for like a couple hours. So I stopped using it. But I did do a lot of research on the Ziip. It took me a year before I purchased it. Highly recommend it. You know, I'm gonna be 41 in May, and I love using tools. If they can help me, you know, help my skin to keep looking young, I'm gonna invest in them. And you should do the same. No, I'm just kidding. That's our video today, reviewing the Ziip beauty device and the golden conductive gel. I want to thank you for tuning in today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Woohoo, thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you get a notification when I upload a video. I upload videos every week on something new. I'm thinking next week we should do a lifestyle product. What do you think? I'll list the information about the Ziip down below. Have a great week, everyone, and see you next week. Mwah! Mahalo.